Tony Abbott has thrown his support behind subtle tweaks to the coronation process as King Charles seeks to unite a modern, multicultural Great Britain. Jonathan Lee has this exclusive story.
There are churches, and then there's Westminster Abbey. For almost 1,000 years, those who've controlled England, its realms and principalities, have been crowned here. 23 years ago, Tony Abbott led the campaign to keep the Queen. He's insistent the royal family still adds value to Australia.
It reminds Australia of the importance of history and tradition. It adds a dimension of ritual and ceremony. I mean, I'm an admirer of the United States, but I reckon there'd be many times, particularly recently, when the Americans would think, I wish we still had the crown in our system. There's this shallow caricature of the royal family as somehow leading a privileged life. It's actually an incredibly burdened life. It is a life that almost from birth is one of duty and service. It's a life lived in a goldfish bowl. I can absolutely understand why occasionally some members of the royal family want to leave it, because it's not an easy life at all.
Following in his father's footsteps, both at the school and on the playing field.
It's a life the former PM believes many younger Aussies would struggle to tolerate.
There's no doubt that these are indulgent times, not dutiful times, and there is a sense in which the monarchy reflects a different spirit.
7 decades on from his mother's crowning, the kingdom Charles seeks to reign is a multicultural state of almost 68 million people, a welcoming migrant nation where the percentage of practicing Christians has been in steady decline.
Charles is obviously conscious of the, I suppose, multiplicity of faiths in the modern world, including in modern Britain, and has at different times talked about being defender of faith as opposed to defender of the faith. This is a sign of his awareness of contemporary reality and desire to reach out as much as he humanly can.
That's perhaps a nod of support for Mr Abbott to any subtle tweaks to the coronation, as the King takes on a role that sees him paradoxically pledging to defend Britain and its citizens, while also leading the Church of England, a faith that believes it's a sin to worship other gods or deities.
The thing has changed, but it's very much changed with us.
It seems modern Britain has also benched its animosity towards Camilla, the now Queen Consort.
I think she's an extremely impressive person, and I think she's really helped to ground him a great deal. And it's obviously a team effort, and good on both of them.
Is he the sort of guy that likes a chat?
Prince Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, he's quite a serious and earnest person, as you'd expect.
While Charles I lost his head, Charles III's place in history could come down to one piece of advice.
The closer the resemblance to our late Queen, the better.
A sovereign who left politics to the politicians. Jonathan Lee, Sky News.